Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. Welcome to my Mini-Mandala series. This is episode 74. And if this is your very first episode, I hope that you'll go back and watch other ones as well. So today we're doing something a little bit different. Usually we do just one mandala right in the center of our paper. But today we're going to use our coin to make several smaller ones. And I don't even have a plan for this. We're just going to just sort of go with the flow, figure out what we want to do as we are doing it, and just sort of a little practice in being spontaneous, being creative, and just relaxing and having fun. So I'm really excited about doing this with you all today. So I've got my coin. This will be the center of my mandalas. I have a 6-inch by 6-inch little notebook that I draw my mandalas in. I have a micron pen. This is a PN plastic nib pen, a graphite pencil, and a little blending tool. I am not using a piece of paper today to measure because we are just going to freehand it today. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to begin with my pen, and I'm going to choose a spot on my paper, not right in the center, maybe off to the side a little bit, and I'm going to trace it like that. Okay, are you ready for this part? I'm excited. After 73 other videos, I'm excited to try something just a little bit unique. Okay, so I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw my grid. So I put a line horizontal through what I think is about the center of my coin. And then I do a vertical as well. I'm also going to divide the corners in half. Okay. All right, so today we are not measuring. We are not taking a piece of paper and making our lines so that these are even. We're going to have a little bit of fun with these just being a little bit maybe off center and just a little bit silly, and I'm excited about that. If you would like to do it in pencil first, you can. I'm going to be brave and just go right to my pen. Because if I was doodling on a piece of paper for my own relaxation, I would just start drawing these little circles. I might not even do a grid. I would just start drawing circles and filling them in. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Okay, so you can start with what any size you want. I'm going to go about this close. And I'm just putting in a very wobbly, uneven circle. And maybe my next one will be a little bit wider. And then I'm going to stop there. Okay, again, I do not have a plan. We're just going to play. So I'm going to choose little patterns to put in these lines, and you choose whatever you would like to do. So I think I'm going to start this one with the classic, just the little bumps. And I'm not going to count how many are in each section. I'm just going to put bumps all the way around. I find this so relaxing, especially when I'm not trying to create something specific. That's got to be a big bump to catch up, and I'm okay with that. I'm also going to ink in these little outer edges that are left. I like it so far. All right, for the next section, what could we do? I'm kind of in like a leaf mood. It's fall. Well, it's not quite fall. It's almost fall here. And I'm just kind of in the mood for leaves. So let's do some leaves. I think I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put one in each of these sections sideways. So like a bump there and there. That's kind of fun. Some of them are going to be longer and narrow because of the size of the space. But I'm just going from the center of the line to the center of the other side. And then I'm going to put a little line in and some V shapes. Isn't that fun? And I think I'm going to color in those extra spaces. It's going to take me a minute, but I find that very relaxing, so it's okay. Sometimes if I have a lot of space to fill in, I'll grab a thicker pen. So a Micron 08 is a nice thick pen. You could even use just like a marker, like a Crayola marker or something. Sometimes I really enjoy not having a plan. Look at how pretty this is. Now that makes me want to put like little dots inside these. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I hope that you're following along, but also like picking what you want to put in these areas. So pretty. So now I think just to finish this one, I'm going to do these little bumps again on the outside. And I'm not measuring or counting. I'm just enjoying this little repetitive bumping of my pen. I do notice though that I'm holding on really tight tonight. I don't know why, but like I need to just take a moment to relax my hand. I do not need to push down very hard on this pen. And also reminding myself to go slow. I'm going to add that little dot on the inside. All right, that's quite pretty. So now what should I do on the inside? I think I'm going to add an aura to the inside, another little circle. And I think I'm going to just put some little striping in there. And then I think I'm going to add some little dark circles. And what if I do little bumps over those? That's kind of pretty. I'm literally making this up, you guys. That's so cute, right? Then I feel like it needs another like layer out here just to darken that middle, because we have such dark areas in those outer circles. What if I darken that whole middle? Should I do it? Okay, I'm going to do it. Okay, I think that turned out quite amazing, and it's so small. Let me zoom out. Like, here's my hand. Look at how little that is. What a fun and relaxing thing to do. All right, let's do another one. I feel like I used up all my good ideas. What else are we going to do? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put another coin. I'm going to put it kind of close to this one so my mandalas bump into each other. I think that would be fun. Okay, I'm going to trace around my coin again. And then I need to do my grid. So I'm going to go in half this way and vertical. And then divide up each of those quadrants. All right, I'm going to pick up my pen again and I'm going to create some circles. So I'm going to make this one be, let's see, let's make it go a little bit wide. Again, very wobbly and wiggly, narrow in some places and wider in the other. And I think it's absolutely lovely to not have it be perfect. All right, let's do another one. And I want this one to be wide again. And I want it to bump into that first mandala we made. All right, I'm going to go with a classic center that I love. I'm going to put in a circle in the middle. And I'm going to put in just some little rounded petals. If you would like to write a word in the center, or you would like to draw something else, please do it. I'm not wearing my glasses tonight, so my lines are getting a little blurry for me. All right, I'm going to ink in those outer areas as I love to do. All right, I'm also going to add a little flick in each one. Beautiful. All right, for this next layer, what should we do? I'm thinking maybe just some little loops. How about that? What if I make each loop on those pencil lines from our grid? I'm going to try that. So I'm going to come up here and do a loop, a loop. Some of them are kind of far away, but that's okay. Loop, loop. They end up looking like little petals or leaves, don't they? That's okay. Right in between each one, I think I'm going to put a black dot. Again, I want you guys to know I'm just making this up as we go. And I hope that if you have done my videos, like what did I say? This is 73 or 74. That I hope that you are gaining confidence in doing things like this yourself. That you can, you know, of course, watch mine for ideas and starting points, but then pick your own favorite things. Pick what seems interesting or fun. Right, I'm going to color these little loops in dark just to give that a little bit separation from the white part. Each one is a different size, and I kind of like that. All right, I'm going to keep it kind of simple by putting in some bumps, but I think I want my bumps to go like in the middle of these sections, like where the dot is. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to bump way over to this dot. I'm going to bump this one way over to this one, and way over here. I'm really stretching my pen, having it jump really far. You, of course, could do smaller ones. Oh, here I'm gonna bump into this, so I'm gonna let it jump up and figure out where it would come down the other side. And then it just looks like it tucks in behind the other one. All right, I'm gonna ink in these extra areas. I was not gonna do so much inking tonight, but once I get started, I just love how it looks. Look at how pretty that's looking. I like that. All right, those little bumps need something else. So I don't think I want to go and put dark areas in there. So maybe I'll just add an inside aura like this. And I'm letting these be a little bit wiggly and uneven. And then I feel like it needs something on the outside, but I don't think it needs another big shape. So I'm just going to give it a little aura. I'm going slow because I'm trying to stay as even with that outside edge as I can. Okay, look how cute that is. When I don't have a plan, my mandalas tend to be very floral. Okay, let's do another one. So let's put our coin down here. And I want it kind of close because I want it to bump into that one. And I don't want it to be even right here. So I want it to be off a little bit. Maybe right there. All right, what should we do on this one? Let's add some circles. Let's see, let's do kind of, let's do kind of a thin one first. And then let's do a thicker one. And I really want this one to like hide underneath this one. So I'm gonna add, nope, I'm not gonna add another layer yet. I will at the end. Okay. What should we do? Okay, I think in this little tiny one here, I'm gonna add a whole bunch of circles or little orbs. Just gonna fill it with little circles. I feel like tiny circles always look very delicate. When I make little circles like this, I don't know why. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. So I tend to start at the center of the most recent one, like on the edge of it, and I draw the circle from there. That way I know it's going to hit that circle. Does that make sense? I start like right here. Okay, that last one turned out terrible, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to add just some straight lines here all the way around this next level. These do not need to be complicated patterns. Think of lines, think of curves, think of circles or orbs. Check my grip, make sure I'm not holding on too tight. I forgot to make a grid for this one. I didn't make a grid, and look at how great it already is. Maybe we won't make a grid this time. Maybe that'll be our lesson for today, is you don't even need a grid. Just start drawing. Let's see if we can complete this one without that grid line. So I really like these little tiny circles, and I feel like I want to do another layer of them. So I'm going to put in a thin line around this edge, and I hope you're noticing how wiggly and uneven it is, because it's okay. And then I'm just going to do a whole bunch more of those. If you do not love circles, maybe you could put some dots in here, or you could color it in so that it's just a nice dark layer. That would be beautiful. But I kind of like the circles, lines, circles of this. And I love how it disappears behind the previous one. All right, if you haven't caught up, go ahead and pause. I know that I tend to draw quickly sometimes. All right, I want to put another layer in here, and I'm thinking like little flower petals. So we have a lot of options. We can do just like the rounded bumps. We could do pointed ones, or one of my favorites, which is to go up give a little dip and come down. Go up, give a little dip and come down. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to give myself a guideline, which means some of these are going to be taller than others or wider than others. And I'm just going to embrace that tonight. Okay, so I'm going to start right here where I've got kind of an open spot. So I'm going to go up, give a little dip and come down. Up, a little dip and come down. That's cute. On the inside, I'm going to do a big flick in the middle and then some little ones at angles on each side. So middle and then little angled ones on each side. Then I'm going to add an aura around it. Look at how that brings it all together. So I'm looking at this second one that we did with these petals, and I feel like I don't like how white those are. And I like the striping in this one, so I think I'm going to go back and add striping inside these. You don't have to do this, but I don't know. I just think that's going to give it a little bit of texture. See, isn't that pretty? It just felt too empty for me. Okay, these two have lots of dark areas, lots of drama. This one does not, and I kind of want it to have some darkness, some drama. So I'm going to go around my aura, even though I don't have my glasses on, and so things are kind of doubling for me, but I'm just going to add a thicker outer edge. See how that just sort of matches those other ones by adding some nice dark area. Again, just kind of going over it and outside of it a little bit. And then I'm going to give that inside a nice couple of circles of dark. kind of thickening that inside line a little bit. Okay, that looks great. I mean, to me, I think it looks amazing. I kind of love these spontaneous mandalas like this. Isn't this fun? So here's the reason I did this tonight. It is Labor Day weekend in the United States, in Michigan. We tend to camp on Labor Day. So I was up camping for the weekend. I brought all of my drawing stuff and my lights and my recording equipment and all of my pens and everything. And got up there. My family got up there. We had a great weekend. But on Friday night, I think, I noticed there was a camper for sale in our campground, and my husband and I spontaneously decided to buy it and upgrade our camper to a new one with no plan to do so. And so then our weekend turned into this craziness of having fun with the kids and doing things, but then also like unpacking our camper and bringing things home so we could take ours off the lot. Anyway, we got home super late Sunday night, and my bag of pens is buried under mountains of camping things in the back of my vehicle. My light is buried somewhere. I'm missing half of my things, and so I was like, I still want to make a video, so I'm just going to do a very spontaneous one, and just to kind of show you too that even on a busy, crazy day, you can sit down like I did. You can trace your coin a couple times and create beautiful, beautiful work. I'm not even going to shade these today. I had my pencil to do some shading, but I think I'm just going to leave it. If you wanted to shade it, you could add maybe a little bit of a shadow around the outside edge, maybe do a little bit in the middle. But I like the simplicity today of just taking a few moments, trace a coin a couple of times, add some fun layers, and just, I don't know, just feel a little bit of calm. So calm in my chaotic weekend. So I will label this down here as episode, I think 73 or 74. Let me see. What was last week? 73. So today is episode 74. Then I always write the date, and I always write a sentence or two about what's going on in my life. So I will be writing that we spontaneously bought a camper. I will write about all of my family members that came up this weekend to enjoy our camping time together. I'll also write about the funeral of a friend I went to earlier in the week. Like, just so many things happen, right? So many things happen daily, weekly in our lives. And I just like to write little notes about things that are going on. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful week, and we will see you next Monday for another mini mandala episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.